No peace sign.
What's up, OCR Minute?
It's
How's it
been a
going?
minute.
It has been a minute. We missed a bunch of episodes.
It's been a minute on top of the minute. So we're gonna do 8 minutes for you today.
That's right. We've been super busy, so we ain't be able to talk about it much. But this past weekend was NORAM, North American OCR Championships. So we thought we'd talk a little bit about that. Neither of us were there. We wish we were there.
Yeah.
Oh, first year missing the local OCR championship series, which we love a whole lot.
Did you say local?
Oh, I mean local, national,
Well,
right?
not so local.
We
You
did
can't
American
drive to-
OCR championships.
Oh yeah, you can
so,
technically
yeah.
drive to
I mean,
it.
it's like,
It's like a 20-hour drive.
yeah, there's people doing it.
there
there's Facebook groups for people that like to travel together to do OCR and
Yeah.
everything. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But man, what a weekend! I think there's a discussion to be had about whether or not there was too many difficult obstacles, because there's some top tier people that lost their bands.
Well, I know it's wet too.
Yeah,
So-
and then it rained, man. When it rains, I watched Alexander Walker's live feed of Lagaf, the Northman races
The Gap.
obstacle.
I think it's called the Gap.
I think it's
In-
Lagaf.
in-
I know it's
in
French.
English. In English, it's called the Gap.
Oh, is that what it translates to?
I think so. Yes, the Gap.
Correct us down below. Let us know.
Yeah. Well, I can just Google it.
We can Google it too.
La Gap.
But yeah, when that thing rains, it was wreaking havoc. I mean, there's some people that get through it here and there. That's why Conquer the Gauntlet. All the Conquer the Gauntlet athletes did fantastic because they tend to have the hardest obstacles. There's a lot of people stuck at Stairway to Heaven from Conquer the Gauntlet because this year they changed it, like we talked about earlier. Not able to use your legs like you could at the American OCR championships in Texas last year. But this time you're never supposed to be able to use your feet on that obstacle.
Yeah.
But they let it happen last year. And what's interesting fact, people go back and they don't know this, but all the other Conquer the Gauntlet athletes still didn't use their feet on it out of principle. We just don't. It's like no, this is my obstacle. I'm not putting my feet on it. And and it was killer. And there's a lot of people lost their band at Stairway. What I'm calling Lagaf. And then of course the rigs are always the question is that too rig heavy?
No.
Too obstacle?
Hell no. Make it heavy. Make it as much obstacles because it's a world champion. Well, technically not a world champion. It's North American championships, but
it's a championship race.
Yeah, they should make it hard. Why don't you make it easy and people can complete it? Make it challenging and then people remember. Oh yeah, I couldn't complete that one. Oh yeah, you couldn't complete that one. I did, but I couldn't complete this one. It's like, oh yeah, I completed that one. It makes it challenging. I hate when they dummy it down like sparring race. They do They try to make it hard designing a baseball, which is probably the easy thing now, and make it all baseballs and see, or make it add a nunchuck or something, and not just rings. Even on Sunday's races for Spartan, they make it all rings for the next day, which is stupid,
I think that goes into their metrics, though. They want to make sure they have a lot of finishers. That's their...
People are going to finish anyway. It's just how many burpees they're going to do. There's always going to be finishers. It's just how many burpees they want to do,
It'd be interesting to see. They'll never get rid of the burpees because that's really become a Spartan staple. And that's, obviously a part of their monetization strategy now. That's identifying spear throw, burpees, two most identifiable things for a Spartan race. But if they were to change that and get rid of the burpees and it was mandatory completion, I think a lot of people would have a lot of problems. I don't think in the elite wave now, just because the rings are just... I mean, you don't have to have any technique to get across the Spartan rig because you can just reach over.
Yeah.
Reach over, and that's faster. I tried it both ways. Me and Cash Tavakali, we did a little video and usually race against the rig, and I'll usually beat everyone on a rig race. But he took me to town by his strategy of just reaching over. Meanwhile, I was trying to pull back from one hold to the next and swing across.
Of course, it takes some time.
But it was super rig heavy, tore up a lot of people's hands. Even people that never lost their band before, like Kevin Gelati, lost his band. And people, man, they tore up their hands. Just you see all these photos of people's hands bleeding and just torn the shreds like I've never seen.
I think that's what he said. I think his very first race he actually got DQ'd on out of 20-something years of racing.
Yeah, like 24 years.
I think that's what he said. His very first race he's actually got DQ'd on.
Yeah.
Did not finish. or did not complete.
You had a good attitude about it, though.
You learn from it. After all these years in racing, you have to fail sometime.
Yeah, and then you learn, identified a weakness.
Yeah.
Guarantee, hey, you get your band taken one time, and I promise you that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
You come back with a vengeance because it eats away at you. But mentally, it just slowly grinds at you. Like, I lost my band. I've lost my band twice in my entire racing career. The first time, I didn't know any better because I didn't know about mandatory completion.
Of course.
That was at my very first Battle Frog in Dallas. And I thought you can only try it several times, and then you had to give up your band. I know you can try as many times as you want. Yeah. And then the other time was at the team race at OCR World Championships, and I'll never forget it. I went back after the race. I took my band, and I now have it framed on my wall where I see it every single night.
Did they cut it?
Yeah. They say, you know what? You don't let that happen again. It was raining, and I could not grab the last hold. It was a little short rope. I'd slide right off it every time, no matter how I tried at the end of a rig. I will never forget it. It was the strap to the ring at the bottom you put your foot in, and you had to reach over to a short rope. But keep in mind, it's raining. And
the short ring?
Yeah, and I would grab the rope, slide right off it. I couldn't make it through. And after a long time of training, after trying over and over and over, my team eventually convinced me after like an hour and a half to, hey man, go ahead, let's go finish the race. Give up your band, let's go finish it. And I did that for them because I don't want them waiting around in the rain. I felt bad. Otherwise, I say, if you ever come across that in a race and you feel like you do have the proficiency to get through it, you just sit there and you wait till it stops raining or you get pulled from the course. And when it stops raining, you'll be able to get through when it dries down.
Hopefully.
Which brings us to another topic we need to talk about. We'll talk about next time is, hey, should attendance be drying the obstacles while it's raining?
No, I don't think so. Just leave everything as is. We saw Coach Mo, very good friend. He does the podcast with Miles and I. Well, I do with them, but
No,
we saw him drying up Lagaff, on Sunday for the team race. And I think he shouldn't, but I think it was probably a tough call between probably Adrian and Mark Ballas to say, hey, let's do it if it's raining because we want people to complete and not have, not people complete the team race. Yeah. So I think that was a tough call and their call, but I would just say just let them race.
Yeah, I think the athletes should be able to dry it down with whatever they have on them, maybe the hay down below. Yeah. But I don't think the attendant, I'm not 100% hooked on this idea. Yeah. I don't know 100% dedicated to this idea, but I don't think the attendant should be able to dry the obstacle.
Yeah.
But that was nice of Mo doing that. That's really cool because he wants to see everyone get through. Coach Mo's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes in, so we got to go.
We did get 8 minutes. We weren't really actually going for 8 minutes.
We'll talk about results tomorrow for North American Championships because we didn't get to that.
Let's do it.